Welcome back to QB Vision. Today we're going to be looking at Patrick Mahomes' second half performance versus the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. So right here is the first play we're going to look at. I think this is like the start of the demise. This is where you start to see where he's just not trusting his eyes. Okay, so we got our short motion up top. We're going to have corner route. After the short motion, he's going to come right to the flat, right? So you got your bench, or, we're getting to a smash concept up here. Over here, we're going to have our dig, or our basic, our pivot route, or a whip route, and then we got a little bit of a sit. So pre-snap, what I'm looking at, right? You got two high safeties. I'm thinking right now because they're off level, I'm thinking maybe one of them is going to roll down and one of them rolls deep, right? Just because of their off-level play. Pre-snap. So let's go back. Okay. So we are getting that, which I wouldn't say that kills anything yet. So all we're doing here, if we're going to play this bottom, like where he's playing, which I think is the right move, the reason I wouldn't play up here is because you got 1, 2, 3, and maybe a 4 if he drops off over 2, right? Over our 2 receivers. I don't like it. I'd rather go here and play 3 over 3 or 4 over the 3 if you're going to count this guy. Okay, I'd rather play this side. It just feels more open. So right here, we have our pivot. We got our basic coming behind it. So all we want to do is high-low this defender. Okay? Our eyes should just be on him. And if he comes flying up for our pivot, we want to try to hit this basic right in this window right here. If he sinks, we got to trust this receiver to win against our Mike backer and break away and get it to him. Okay, so let's see. Right here, we're hitting the top of our drop. This guy's flat. He looks like he's coming downhill on this pivot for sure, right? He does. We should be putting the ball right on Tyreek right here, right in this hole, right? This is super easy. This is a super easy concept to read, especially at the NFL level. He should be able to do this. Right? Should have been on him right there. He ends up holding the ball, scrambles. I think he tries to go to Tyreek super late, throws it out of bounds. Okay, so that right there, that's one of the first problems. I think this was one of the plays where I was just like, he's not seeing it right now. Like, he's really not seeing it. I'll let it play through. But yeah, that was one of the first plays where I'm like, oh, he's starting to not trust what he's looking at. All right, so next play on that drive, I believe this is 3rd and 6 right now. Okay, so this is just like, I would say this is kind of like an over concept, like an over, right? So we're going to try to get this clearing our guy here, and we're going to try to run a crosser right behind it, okay? And we got this guy coming to the flat. Right, trying to hold a flat defender down so we have this giant space to throw in. Okay, if this is covered, most of the time you're going to have some type of dig coming into that window, into that picture. Right, so he's looking at it. He gets the space he wants, but we don't have a lot of separation here. Do I think he can make this throw? Absolutely. But look, if you don't love what you see, look at this. Right, go through your progression. Go through your progression. And I know it's a lot, right? Because you got your alert, right? But the alert's dead. We got a post player. He's dead. Even if he's breaking back, which I think he does here, right? This is just a little twist on the concept. He's breaking back. I don't love it. It's 3rd and 6. It's not needed. We don't need it. You don't need to take a shot like a home run play. I will try to go over route to here to a late check down, right? That's what I think he should be doing. So we hit the top of the drop. All right, you want to trust yourself and make that throw? He doesn't have an unbelievable separation, but I'm not going to be mad at trying to make this throw. And then he's just a little too far wide on the throw, probably because defender's right on his tail. Can't complete it. They got a punt. But if he does go through his progression and doesn't really like this, look at all this green grass we're going to have. And he ends up coming wide open for an easy first down. All right. Now, that might be playing a little too much Monday morning quarterback, but I don't know. Okay, so the next drive here. We have orbit motion coming all the way from the boundary. No movement, so I'm thinking some type of zone, right? Thinking some type of zone. It's a good job, right? All we're trying to do here is we're technically, we want to high-low this guy, okay? So he's just going to come out, kind of run his little basic, I guess, kind of a weak basic, and then we got Kelsey just coming right underneath it. Really nice concept. But when he runs out with the back, our push player becomes this guy, which at that point, it's going to be impossible probably for him to take Kelsey all the way across the field, especially with this guy coming right across his face. So when this guy moves and runs out here like this, he becomes our push. This guy becomes our push player, which makes this a super easy read, right? That guy becomes a push player, cuts him off. We see Kelsey coming right underneath all of it. Easy throw, easy pitch and catch. Way to get yards. So this play is what bothers me a lot right here. This is 3rd and 3, right? Same drive. We're now in the 4th quarter. Okay, so we're now in the 4th quarter. Same drive. I believe it was right after that last throw you just saw to Kelsey to cut it down to 3rd and 3. So he gets this. We got this back motion, whatever you want to call it, push motion or whatever, and we see this linebacker running, like legit sprinting, and he was lined up straight up over our tail before. Hold on. I jumped a play back here. Okay. We see that? He's lined up right over him. As soon as we send it, he goes. To me, that says man coverage 100%. We got in our face, soft, looking at him, right? Everyone's locked up. And you send him, and we have a chaser, and it's 3rd and 3. Okay? So looks like one robber, which just means we got a post player, and we got this guy trying to steal anything across the middle. Okay? So we have man with a guy trying to rob across the middle, and a deep post player if we got somebody going to the post. So as a quarterback, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking one robber right here. I got my push motion player. We have a chaser. Me personally, taking my 3-step drop, making sure this guy gets caught up, and I'm flipping it out to here, right? Because we have this guy chasing, and he's got to go through a lot of traffic on mesh, okay? Something that's going to probably look something like this. Not 100% sure, but it's probably going to look something like that. So let's play it through. All right, so we got our guy going to the post. We got our post player here. This guy, he's eyeing up anybody coming across. Probably going to take this guy coming. Got Kelsey coming. But look at this. Look at our swing. I don't know why he doesn't even peek it. You see the backer running. Like this is what started to bother me about the way he played in the second half. Like, you're not playing smart quarterback. Like, you know this guy's chasing. You know he's in man. You know you have mesh coming, right? You got 2 guys blocking his path. You know you're going to have that. Flip it to him and let him run. Flip it to him and let him run. This is bad, right? Now, to his defense, Cincinnati plays this concept very, very well, right? But the motion is there to probably tell you, hey, it's man. And we don't go the guy that I think is our best man, our man beater, and it's the guy that's going to get picked by 3 guys. That's a tough one, right? And then we got a scramble drill, and he's running around. He's got nowhere to go, and he ends up taking a sack. That's bad. Bad quarterback, bad football right there. All right. Moving on to our next drive. Kelsey's coming in motion. This looks like could be some type of variation of man, maybe man match. Now this looks like just straight 3 buzz. Okay. This looks like 3 buzz. To me, right? If the guy gets hands on, I'm pretty cool with that. If what I mean by that, sorry, if he gets hands on him and he's going to sink a little, I have no problem flipping this out to the back, right? I have no problem with that. Depending on the depth these guys get, and you want to try to play this coming across, right? Also a good option, right? Depending on this guy's depth. You can either go Kelsey deeper, or you have your under route, right? We're just going to high-low that backer. Either way, he gets hands on. He's going to sink. Go to your back immediately. Put the ball in the playmaker's hands. Don't have a problem with that. The problem I have is the miss. We just miss. We throw it over his head. It's pathetic. That can't happen, man. That can't happen. All right, that's second and 6 right there. So now we got 3rd and 6. We got 3rd and 6, and we got a too high shell. This looks like some type of quarters to me. They end up going to, looks like 3 cloud. The only reason I say 3 cloud and not cover 6 is because this guy's kind of rolling to the post. Okay, when I mean rolling to the post, that means he's taking the middle of the field. Okay, and this guy's going to come over. This guy's down in the flat, out, flat defender, your hook, your rat player. He may just be, let's see what this guy does here. They might have had him manned up. Nah, just another hook player. Okay. Oh, I know. Okay, I remember this here. So listen, this sack is, to me, it's on Patrick Mahomes. I don't know why, when you're getting a soft, too high shell. So what he did, he caused this sack. Bear with me here. He wants to play this double move on 3rd and 6. I don't know why. When he has a too high shell, right? Too high shell, and he's got a soft corner. Don't do that. So what he does, he takes a 5-step drop here. He gives the end something to go after. Right? You may think, oh, we got sacked. He should be taking a 3-step drop, stopping it right here, being able to step up. But he doesn't, right? And hitting this dig, okay? Because this guy's coming here. You see that? See how Andy Reid loves to high-low the backers? Sorry, that was the last play. Get back to this. Okay. We got our 3 cloud. We want to high-low this backer. He starts to see this under coming. We know we're going to have this right across, but we're taking a 5-step drop and we're trying to play a double move on 3rd and 6 against a too high shell with a guy that's playing maybe 12 yards off the ball. I don't understand this, right? This is starting to play buddy ball, and we're not playing football anymore. Takes a 5-step drop on a play that he doesn't need to, and a play that he knows that it's a pass play, so they're going to be getting after him. Take a 3-step, because sometimes at this level, different plays or different route combinations, you'll take a different drop. He should be taking his 3-step, stopping it right there, stepping up, letting this happen, let this happen, boom, throw the dig right behind it. Right? That sack is on Patrick Mahomes for playing the wrong route combination and trying to throw a double move and taking a 5-step drop on 3rd and 6. There's no doubt about that. This is, I believe, 2nd and goal right before the end of the 4th quarter. Okay? All we're going to have here is a flat, and I believe Tyreek is trying to work into this guy's body and then break out behind it as the second option. And for whatever reason, Mahomes gets locked on Tyreek Hill and doesn't even look at the flat, which is a touchdown. Right? Mahomes has done this. All right, let's just say Mahomes has done this a lot of times. This is not an easy throw, by any means, but with his arm, he could whip that out there, and that's a touchdown. He's got it. But look at where his eyes are. He's locked on Tyreek Hill. Didn't even look it. The progression on a play like this always is 1 to 2, because 2 is going to be coming here and coming back out, right? So we're going to try to widen this guy. If it's there, give it to him. But if it's not and he's on it, we're widening him, and we're going to let Tyreek Hill work in this open space. Okay? But we're not even on one. We're locked on Hill. We're locked on Hill, and he's jammed up, and now we have nothing. Scramble around, end up taking a sack. This is a touchdown to win the game. Remember that. This is a touchdown to win the game. Field goal ties it. Touchdown wins it. Give it to Hardman, racing towards the pylon. You got him, for sure. You got to make the read. You're playing buddy ball again. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. That's a tough break. That's a tough break. So now we got 3rd and goal from about the 8. All right. They need this one. This is big. This was the most disappointing play, I would say, from this game. I don't know what we're doing here. We have Travis Kelce on the goal line to win the game. I don't know where our eyes are. I think initially, no, it looks like he's looking right down the middle of the field, right? So we got Tyreek on maybe like a double move, post corner, trying to win. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. McKinnon to the flat, try to widen this, try to create a one-on-one. I see it, right? If that's even where our eyes are, which I don't. I think he's playing middle of the field. I think he's just looking at this guy, right? And if he's looking at this guy, Kelce's got it. Put that right on Kelce's numbers, and that's a touchdown. You're going to the Super Bowl, right? Granted, Joe Burrow doesn't come down and score a touchdown to take the lead. But you do your job. Get it done. Put it on Kelce. If you don't love Kelce because of this, drive this to the back here, right in this hole. Keep him on the move and put it high. You're also going to the Super Bowl. Now he sits. Now you're planted, ready to throw, and this guy broke up. Rip this ball high, top of the eye, and go do it. You've done it. Doesn't like that either. Start scrambling. Now, I think you guys all know the rest. Scrambling, fumble. You can't do that, right? This is just an overall losing play. I mean, I know he's probably beating himself up in the film room over this. And as a coach, it's tough to watch because you know, like, you actually drew the concept up and you had it. 1-2. You don't like it for whatever reason because he's breaking down. I think you could still fit that in there. You know, 20-yard bullet throw right on his numbers. Kelce with the catch. I think you got it. I think he even has the leverage even if you want to drive him across here, right? Either way, you don't like it because he drives up. Then you got to put the ball high, up on the eye, his back, right? His back, he's gone. If you're reading his hips, right, and you're worried about him also being able to make this play, he can't because his hips are already geared for here. It's just not possible. And we hold on to the ball and we scramble around. And we get stripped. We really deserve to lose this game at this point. Anyway, they get the field goal. It's tied. We go to overtime. Kansas City wins the coin toss. We got a little bit of a, RPO. I think this is an RPO. I don't think this is play action. I think this is RPO just because of the guard and center movement, right? They're trying to get downfield. And we just airmail an out route. We got to put it on them. Got to put it on them, right? I think, we're just looking here. If this guy folds in or just actually stays where he is just because of his alignment, we're going to have this out route. We could take it, easy yards. They slip a tackle. It's a huge play. Anyway, he knows he likes it. I think he should throw it, but he airmails it, right? Not playing confident. Definitely not playing confident. We've seen it all game. Shouldn't say all game. Start of the second half. I don't know what happened. Right after that first half debacle on the goal line, he just wasn't seeing it. All right, so now we go next play. I think we're just high-low in this guy. I think this is a good job, right? This guy's pressing vertical. This guy's got it. We're just going to run a little in. Let's just put it on him. Put it on him. Cut the down and distance in half. Right? He throws it a yard and a half behind and he almost gets pick-sixed. Right? Not playing confidently at all. Not playing confidently at all. The right read, but now he's putting the ball behind. This does not look good. All right. This is just like your basic spot concept. Okay. Here. Flat. All right, we're just reading the flat defender. Boom. Should have been a pick six. Right read, right everything. Bad ball. This last play, that ends up being a pick. I don't know why he's not going to Kelsey. All right, I think he just locked in on his guy, said, I'm going to Hill no matter what, because you got Kelsey on this over, right? Hill, maybe if you drive him here towards the sideline, I kind of see what he sees. But Kelsey, if you drive him up this field, you have it for sure. And he still has not made up his mind. He's just locked in on Hill. I think Kelsey sees that eventually and just starts to throttle down because he's like, I'm waiting for him to scramble. Becomes scramble drill on 30 or 40% of the passes that the Kansas City Chiefs have. Anyway, he holds onto it and he waits. He goes to Hill over the top. Contested ball. Bad break on the interception. I'm not going to say this is a bad ball, right? Contested. Gets knocked out. Picked. Right? And the rest is history. Joe Burrow gets the ball. Leads him down. Field goal. They go to the Super Bowl. All right? So that is the complete breakdown of Patrick Mahomes' second half. A lot of bad. Not much good. A little bit of good that we didn't really cover in the last drive of the fourth quarter. But it was, again, it was a lot of like pitch and catch to playing buddy ball, and it just happened to work. Sometimes their buddy ball works, and sometimes it ends up not working like this entire second half. So until next time.